Oh, I wanted to check in really quick and just give you guys some downloads that I have been receiving. Um, I received some insights in regards to the truckers and the whole movement and what's going on and what we can do to support them, this whole situation. So, first of all, it's very important that we realize that this movement is serving both sides. And I was kind of confused and taken aback because I was like, well, how is that possible? Everybody's uniting and pushing forward. And while all that is true, the way that it's serving the other side, the opposing side, the one that we really are wanting to break free from, is that their whole purpose with this whole, process, big part of it is that they wanted to eliminate or block. Originally, if you might remember, they wanted to block the trucks from coming in so that we wouldn't have supplies. And so they kind of got their way because although yes, this movement is to resist and to prove a point and not to follow their mandates, they're still, and the reality is getting their way because as these truckers protest, they're not getting the supplies, food, into the stores. So all that is halted. And so we, all the people are going to, unfortunately, still feel the repercussions of it, which again is what they initially wanted. On the other hand, though, it is also simultaneously serving humanity because although it is going to be a challenging time for everyone, this movement is spreading like wildfire in a good way, and helping people open their eyes to what's really happening, which takes me back to all it starts making sense, why Spirit kept talking about making sure that you had your reserves, but also that you learned and conditioned your body to fast. And it's because of this. And I've said this before, when we receive the downloads or the prophetic messages, they don't always make sense and they don't always get validated immediately. Sometimes it takes a long time. And here we are, almost, I don't even know how long later, a few months, 6 months for sure. At the very least, it's been 6 months since I had been talking about preparing and making sure you had things stored away. And so, now here we are. And so the way that we can support the movement and each other is again through prayer, always through prayer, first and foremost. Very important that you're rooted in your heart space. Your connection with Creator God is very, very important. And then also helping each other, supporting each other, reminding each other that we are in community and that we're all going to get through this together. A message that came through from Maria Sabina, she is one of my spirit guides, is that it is going to be it's going to be very difficult for everyone, for humanity, to get back on our feet. But with community coming together, with love and respect, it will happen. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time, but the love and the respect for each other and the guidance is how we get through this. So I want to remind you guys that that's exactly what we need to keep our focus on. When we're having a difficult day, processing and being in this energy that we're all experiencing, it's important to reach out to each other and to support each other. And you are struggling because you don't have food, or you don't, there's something that you're in need of and you are not able to get it, speak up. Speak up and someone will hear you, because again, right now everybody is going to be feeling depressed, desperate, scared. We don't want all that to snowball. Okay, so the more we bring this up to to the awareness, and we remind each other, it's going to help with all that just kind of, I mean, it's not like we're not going to feel all that, but at least we will be validated that we're not the only ones feeling that. And at the very least, we'll have the support in being able to get through it together. So there's, things that you offer that can support the community. Remember to do that. I've offered a class, and I plan to, hold another one soon. And perhaps a sound meditation. I'll be putting that together. Things that are going to bring peace. Help with the emotional processing of just releasing that anxiety, bringing you into your center and realigning our energies and our chakras. All that is needed right now. So if you offer any of these services, it's important that that you put yourself out there. And again, it's also just as important to communicate that with when you're in need of something. Also, I have this little friend, a fur friend that just kind of came up to me. I'm outdoors, so I apologize for the distraction, but he literally just ran up to me. Yeah, these are things that I really wanted to bring to you, and just stay strong, continue moving forward. And when you see these movements, these like the movement or of like the truckers happening, pay attention. Just pay attention which side is pushing what. So if something feels like not right, then don't share it. But if it feels like it is from light and love, then share that, because remember, it's always about sharing facts, not fear. It's about bringing truth and not things that put down in people's head. So you want to bring that awareness to the people that are not quite yet convinced that this is something that we're all needing to come together to fight for. Our freedoms, our rights, our sovereignty, all of it. It's a very crucial time for us. And most importantly, as I close out here, is don't stop the momentum. Okay, so yes, take your breaks, pause, breathe, do self-care, but then go back out, because what Spirit's saying is that even though something, even though like we think that we are, we have this huge movement, and the truckers are moving forward, and all this is happening. You have to remember, there's also counter moves happening. And so if we let our guard down and we rest for too long, the momentum will then hurt the good side. I don't know how else to say it, but the people, those of us that are wearing and are bringing the light, it'll, I guess, for lack of better words, that light will start dimming again, and then we're gonna have to work twice as hard to get that going again. So again, just checking in. Hope you guys are doing well. As always, love you guys so much, and we will talk soon. I hope.